General manager for men's and women's basketball, Baker Dunleavy, recently caught up with standout guard Jordan Longino to look back on his career and look ahead to the opportunities that await as he finishes his senior season.
I'm here today with senior captain Jordan Longino. Jordan, hard to believe that that's the truth, man. Senior year, it's happened so quick. Looking back on the beginning of your Villanova career, what was it like coming in here, and really when did you first realize that Villanova is going to be the spot for me?
Right. I mean, in high school, obviously, I'm a local guy from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, so I always knew, about Villanova. And then when they won that first championship in 2016, I was like, oh wow, and then again in 2018, and obviously Coach Wright, what he brought to the table, and then started getting recruited when I was a freshman in high school. A little bit football first, and then kind of basketball came second, for Villanova, which is interesting actually. And then I think just conversations with Coach Wright, obviously, playing around high school games around Nova, just being around the campus, and I kind of just fell in love with the culture and what Coach Wright was bringing to the table. And my parents, same way, they also fell in love with everything Villanova brought. So I think around freshman, sophomore year of high school, I was like, this is the spot where I want to play.
And was there ever any part of you while you were in high school like, you know what, football, that's where I'm going. I'm going that path?
I think, up until my junior year, I was pretty indecision as far as basketball or football. I think ultimately when I got down to junior year, kind of towards the senior year, I was like, I'm fully committed to basketball. Thought about playing both at one point, and I was like, I don't know how Coach Wright's gonna feel about that. So I just stuck to basketball, and now we're here now.
Well, we still get you some good quarterback reps when we run our full court inbounds play, right?
Yeah, sometimes. I think I'm like 4 for 5 as far as my career with those. I think I threw an interception at one point last year, but definitely get some.
It comes in handy.
Yeah, it comes in handy sometimes.
Yeah,
every once in a while.
So Jordan, now that you're a senior and you can look back on a few years here at Villanova, any moments or games that stand out to you that you're really proud of, or that just kind of come back to you and you just really enjoy?
For me, it's a pretty recent game. We played UConn in here in the Finneran, and obviously we know UConn back-to-back championships. Obviously we don't like to think about that as a team, but it's tough to miss. So being a senior, my last year, being able to get that win here and kind of get that win in that fashion, holding basically a goal line stance at baseline out of bounds for about 5 plays. Felt like it was about 30 minutes, but it was only about 5 seconds off the clock. Hopefully in the end, that's something that I get to tell my kids about, everything about. Me and Eric can talk about that game forever. So that was a fun experience.
So Jordan, as all of our proud alums know, Villanova is a great basketball school, but we have incredible academic programs. Is there anything as a student athlete that stood out to you as far as classes or projects that you've done that you've been really interested in or proud of?
Yeah, first semester this year, me, Nana actually, and another student took on a senior project. It's kind of centered around TikTok and how it has affected mental health. And I think for us that was huge. We all use TikTok a lot. I think now my parents both use TikTok. I think everybody has found some sort of addiction with TikTok. So for us, it was kind of interesting just taking a deeper look behind the app itself, just how it affects high schoolers and how it's actually now affecting what we found older people as well. So no, it was interesting. It was something that I had never ever thought I'd be researching.
And as teammates, do you guys try and make an effort at times to kind of put the phones away and make sure that you're still getting that interaction that existed before all the social media was around?
I would like to say I think the fact that we spend so much time together through the summer, to the fall, through the season, I think just naturally sometimes, let me put my phone down just in the locker room talking or whatnot, or on the road. So I think we do a good job of mixing up both, but obviously I feel like there's definitely room to improve as far as putting the phone down and being more attentive with each other.
And for all of our fans who watch the games, we can tell this whole year you've been probably our most reliable perimeter defender, and then now we hit conference play, you really look to be in a great offensive flow. Can you just kind of talk about how does a player get into that, and is this kind of the best you've felt offensively since you've been here? Yeah,
for sure. I think basketball in itself is all rhythm, and I think anybody that's played basketball kind of understands, seeing the ball go in kind of at this level, playing with a confident mentality is kind of everything. I feel like everybody at this level is talented. Everybody, knows what they're doing out on the court, that is playing at least. So I think kind of that edge of having that mental, confidence is something that's really helped me and it's helped me stay in rhythm, throughout this Big East season. But defensively, that's something I've always tried to take pride in, even since I was a freshman. That's something that Coach Wright and those older guys, like we talked about, they kind of instilled in me, kind of the defend and rebound mantra, of this program is something I take very seriously. And I think that's why, even though if the ball's not going in, if I'm not in rhythm offensively, defense is something that I can always, control, and that's just something that I always, try to worry about when I'm out there on the court.
Well, you're doing it. You're defending. You're making shots. You're shooting the ball at a high percentage now. You're posting up like some of our old school Villanova guards,
Yeah.
right? Maybe one last thing that you think you can improve by the end of the year to help us kind of finish the year strong.
Yeah, I mean, I think every day I just leadership and being more vocal. I'm naturally a quiet, more reserved type of guy, so I just taking steps every day as far as like now that we're halfway through the Big East, just making sure these young guys and the transfers and me and Eric, kind of working together to just help our leadership and make sure that's improving every day and making sure that it's a long season. Kind of we're at the break point now, but we still have 12 or 11 or 12 or so more guaranteed games. So I think just making sure our leadership is always improving every day. We're just staying on, our guys, and that's something that I really take seriously. It's something that I want to continue to improve at.
Well, Jordan, we do have a lot of great opportunities left in front of us this year, and I know I speak on behalf of all our fans. We're looking forward to watching you go out there and take advantage of it and go make it happen, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's have a great finish to the season.
Absolutely. All right.